Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video I will be going into Dogtown as I have received a mysterious invitation from an intriguing woman named Songbird. As I am arriving at the border of Dogtown, it is obvious that this is not a normally governed area because some NCPD officers were trying to get inside, trying to chase a lead for a case that they must have been working on. However, they are turned away by the local militia. Yet when I come across the situation of I assume, smuggler trying to convince his way through, the local militia is not worried about that and seems to allow him to have access. As I am proceeding around the other side of the entrance to get an idea of what I'm dealing with, my cybernetics start going on the fritz and informs me it has detected a system breach.
What the? It's like someone shoved my head in a place.
B, you're gonna be okay. Breathe deep. Count to 10. Recite a mantra. Whatever brings calm helps you stabilize. Your nervous system took a big hit. Broke down. Racing heart, cold sweat. It'll pass.
The fuck you doing? This a trap?
Exact opposite. It's a helping hand. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. If I could disarm it now, I would in a heartbeat. You'll feel better any second now.
V, something stinks here. Think she's fucking with the relic. How in the...
All true, Johnny. But don't you fret. We're both safe.
Nah, fuck off.
Both of us on the biochip protocol at once can trigger shocks for V, like you just saw now. Gotta cut you off.
What?
For your safety, for V's safety. Had to mute him for now. He hears you fine, just can't talk back.
You a construct? Like Johnny?
No, V. I'm a netrunner. Hopped on the Relic's cognitive protocol to dial in. I see and hear what you do. Just now, I am on board Space Force One, sitting right across from Rosalind Myers, President of the new United States of America.
The president? Fuck. No. You're not joking.
Dead serious, yes. The plane's been hacked. Trajectory set for Night City. They'll bring us down to Dogtown soon. Our comms are down, most likely jammed. The Relic was my only option. Right now, you're our one contact on the ground.
Plane got hacked, right? You're a runner. Can't override?
I could. All I need is 24 hours, the right setup, and a bottomless pot of coffee. None of that's available just now.
Telling me the NUS president, Rosalind Myers, is there with you.
Sitting right across from me. She knows the situation. Waiting for your yes.
How do I help and how much time we got?
Too little to avoid landing in Dogtown. Likely enough to minimize losses, save some folks. That's where you come in, V. The President's life, her safety, that's your top priority. She'll survive the landing. Dogtown, not so sure. You'll need to get her out of the plane before anyone else does.
Anyone else? Specifically, meaning you expecting company?
Kurt Hansen, Dogtown's commander-in-chief. Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. He couldn't have netjacked the plane on his own, meaning Washington's got a mole problem. That one will need solving later.
Nothing's for free, Songbird. We should talk biz.
Just got a taste of my abilities, I believe. There's more. I can cure you. Once and for all.
Why should I trust you? Gave me a seizure a second ago.
A side effect. I'm sorry. If it's any consolation, I will make it up to you. Consider this, an advance. Your relic's crowded with clusters of corrupted data. I'm dumping that, making room for stuff that'll actually be handy.
Such as?
Some pre-Militech combat stuff. It's just lying around, gathering dust.
So I agree to help the president of the new United States, Rosalind Myers, and Songbird, who is her specialized netrunner. They are on board the Space Force One. However, they have been hacked by some, it seems, powerful people. When they crash land, I will be running protection to make sure no one captures or hurts the president. Songbird is quite the netrunner because she is able to communicate and block out Johnny Silverhand. She assures me that she can help me with my relic problem too. I walk around the back way of the entrance through a garbage dumpster where I handle 2 guards quietly and enter through a rolling shutter. I need to sneak into Dogtown through an alternate route, and Songbird informs me that the best way is to go down 1 level through an abandoned garage. I need to power some moving platforms, so I find a generator that can provide power to the platform. While on the moving platform, Songbird gives us a sneak peek into her past, where she taught herself how to be a skilled netrunner. Songbird asks about the Arasaka heist.
Gotta ask. Hecky Plaza heist. Why?
That I did with Jackie, which is wild how she knows about that. Obviously, she has done her homework on me. I tell her about my chum Jackie. After almost falling to my death in this old world abandoned garage, I traverse some levels up to access Dogtown, and along the way, exchanging interesting stories with Songbird.
Reminds me of when I was starting out. I'd look for places like this. Set up a power bypass, jack it in, essentially steal my way onto the net. Grab the riskiest gigs I could find, learning as I went. The hard way, usually. But sometimes, a few times, I really pulled off coups.
Anything I'd find on BBS gossip feeds?
Biotechnica in 63 or 4. Fermentation facility in Oregon, off the grid hack. Sound familiar?
No shit, Biotechnica. Enough to make even Bart Moss blush.
That paranoid clown? Please. Sure hope I don't wind up packed in a fridge standing... who knows where.
I happen to know where. Garbage dump in the Badlands.
I filter through some hanging cybernetic legs to access one of the main markets of Dogtown, where I have my first look at Kurt Hansen, the boss of Dogtown, and the leader of the faction Bargeist.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe, as long as you abide by my rules. Sound fair to you? I thought so. Good.
Songbird and I stop at an overlook for a massive cargo ship, which seems to have crashed right in the middle of the stadium. Songbird asks how far along the relic is to decaying my brain.
Sooner rather than later.
But you're here. Looking for a means to survive. Still fighting. Think you'd do anything for another chance?
Can't deny it.
Chin up. We're in this together.
There is that.
Songbird leads me to a vantage point so we can view the hacked Space Force One landing.
How's the sitch on board?
Stable, but tension's rising. Unsurprisingly. See that? It's us. Space Force One. We're descending. In for a rough... Oh, fuck.
What? What's going on? The hell? Songbird!
V! The president! You have to...
Songbird! God damn it! Holy shit! Shit! Fuck me! Ugh! Oh. Sure, no fucking problem.
I slide down a chute to the streets of Dogtown and eventually reach a Bargeist checkpoint blocking the way to the wreckage. Songbird tells me to stay low, so I show her my version of staying low.
Take positions, people!
After that absolute bloodbath, I scale some scaffolding and summit a huge crane to get me closer to the downed Space Force 1.
Seems they've been given a job to finish.
How many are people there?
There were 11 on board, counting myself and Rosalind. How many still alive? No idea. Must be some way I could... Wait, I got it! The crane arm! Hop on! I think I can put it up.
Here is another example of me laying low. I have prioritized being very agile and using a katana, coupled with using the cybernetic implant Sandavista, which slows down time. The humanoid robots look epic in Cyberpunk. I finally find the Space Force 1 crash site, which needs to be cleared of all hostiles before I can begin my search and rescue op.
Get inside quick. Fuel tank's insulated. It won't explode.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Let go!
If I do, you'll calm down?
It depends who you are.
Relax. Songbird sent me.
And you are?
Name's V.
Apologies. I had to be sure it was really you.
Right. Let's delta before... Fucking hell.
Damn it! They just won't let up!
After that epic introduction to Rosalind Myers, we are faced with hordes of Bargeist trying to assassinate the president. Clearing them out was not easy, especially because they had mechs with them. President Myers and I reach a brief period of safety where she explains to me how this whole situation could be a huge coup, and the situation is bigger than it may seem.
Thank you, V.
We stick to the plan. After that, guess we'll see.
Rosalind remembers she has a subdermal tracker which needs to be removed. She sterilizes a piece of glass with a lighter so I can perform the field surgery.
They say pain's a deal between body and brain. You can break it, throw the pain away, bury it. Whole lot of horseshit. But we're out of options. Carve away.
I need to be very careful as it is very close to an artery that is best not nicked. In the middle of removing the tracker from Rosalind's neck, a flying drone decides to inspect the hallway we are hiding in. Having ripped out the tracker from the president's neck, I actually get found by the drone and it starts firing its machine guns. However, it just keeps moving on after that. Anyway, we continue. We both head into an elevator towards a safe house. However, Songbird needs some power in order to control the lift. I need to find a fuse box in order to supply sufficient power.
Do you think it'll work? Lousy place to get stuck.
The lift gives us a great view of the carnage that the crash has wreaked on Dogtown, but I don't believe it was much better beforehand. Now we are both heading through an abandoned passageway when a flying drone shines its flashlight exactly where we are going to walk, making me very nervous because they seem to be getting closer and closer with the thorough search they are conducting. Songbird informs me that if I jack into the mainframe that the drones are using, then she can hack the system to give some fake hostile readings as a distraction, which will let Rosalind and I escape. As I am connecting to the mainframe, I am locked from doing any other action, and I'm immediately found by the drone, which was frustrating because I wanted to do this section in a stealthy way and didn't want to put us in unnecessary danger. I go to town on all the attackers, Dogtown if you will. After clearing them out, we find ourselves on the street. I decide to go on foot because I thought taking a vehicle will bring us unnecessary attention. In order to get to the safe house faster, we head up an elevator to traverse our way through a Militech center. Rosalind helps me open a closed shutter door into an area that seems closed off and abandoned. We are instructed by Songbird that there is another lift we can go on the other side of the room. However, Rosalind hears something behind us.
V, do you hear that? Shit! Bastards caught up to us again.
Songbird.
Hey, bad news this time. Hansen's dogs caught your scent. Assault incoming. You probably got spotted outside. Either way, get ready.
What now?
Got a surprise for our guests. Making the final adjustments now.
As we are fighting off hordes of bar guys, we notice a huge covered object start to move. It turns out Songbird hacked a Militech Chimera tank to help us escape the mayhem. After clearing all of the threats in the area, Songbird is getting hacked herself, and whoever is doing it has taken control of the Chimera, which starts opening fire on Rosalind and I. I tried to activate my Sandevistan and attempt to carve it up with my katana with no luck, but we start sprinting away from the hulking Militech walking tank. We tried to close a shutter door on it, however it smashes through with ease.
On your feet! Run!
The Chimera tank seems to be equipped with a laser system which can cut us in half, so trying to avoid that while running away was stressful. We come across yet another slow elevator.
Fucking move, damn it!
Which allows the tank to catch up to us. An explosion from a missile from the tank separates Myers and I, so now I need to try to escape the tank alone. I notice a heavy object dangling from the ceiling by some loose cabling. I decide to shoot it in the hopes it will crush the Chimera. Both the tank and I fall down a hole made by the falling object, down an area where Rosalind meets up with me, and we both start fighting the Chimera. There are exposed parts of the Chimera that are vulnerable, which you can target, mostly in between the leg joints, and especially behind the tank. I crippled the tank slightly so I can hop on top of it to force open the main hatch and pull out some important components from within.
V, catch!
Rosalind also throws me a cooked grenade, so I place it inside the hatch and dive off the top. This mission is a powerhouse of an introduction to a DLC. CD Projekt Red has done a fantastic job with this DLC so far. It's amazing how they weave the story of interesting characters and explain the main plot to Phantom Liberty in such an elegant way. They do it through rigid pacing with a mix of stealth and action sequences, coupled with asking the player to traverse vertical structures, all while sparking intrigue, especially when Songbird blocked out Johnny Silverhand. It was really effective when Songbird openly interacted with Johnny at the beginning of the level. All characters previously in the game have interacted with Johnny using my body as a vessel. The soundtrack is very fitting and matches the dark themes of a technologically advanced political thriller dystopia too. I can't wait until I get immersed in this DLC and read all of the lore behind it too. Thanks very much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, then like and subscribe. Also, feel free to start a conversation in the comment. Let me know what you think of Cyberpunk 2077's Phantom Liberty DLC.